Well, I think the interesting thing about the internet is it is a new way for people to communicate with each other. If you think of television or radio or newspapers, that is a one-to-many medium, i.e. someone is the editor of the newspaper, someone's the producer or the editor of the TV program, and they decide what the viewers watch. Now, the interesting thing about the internet is it changes that relationship, and everyone can take part and create their own content, whether it's on a blog or uploading a video on something like YouTube. So it is changing that relationship. It's a much more democratized form of communication. And of course, for government and politicians, that is a profound challenge to the way politics is normally done, which is, we communicate from on high, from Parliament, from Whitehall, and only once every 4 years or 5 years is there a general election where the public are brought in. Now, I think that's a good thing that this change is happening, but I think it will shake up British politics and indeed politics around the world in a way that people probably haven't anticipated yet. I think it takes a while for government and politicians to get used to big changes in technology. I think it took a long time for Parliament to adapt to the TV age. It was decades before they allowed TV cameras into the House of Commons, which now that we watch it every night on the news, you would find extraordinary that there was even a debate about that 2 decades ago. I think the internet is changing the relationship between citizen and state in quite subtle and far-reaching ways. So, for example, the citizen has access to all this information that previously that wouldn't have been able to easily get hold of. And politics and government is only slowly waking up to that fact, not just in Britain, but around the world. Politics and government is quite a hierarchical business. And I guess the point about the internet is it's a very democratic business. It's an extremely flat structure. Everyone with their PC can upload a video on YouTube or join Facebook or set up their own blog and comment on anything they like. So it challenges that idea, both in the media and in politics, that there's someone, the editor or the government minister, who knows best. Look what politicians are doing at the moment, generally. They are taking what used to be a sort of manually handed out press release and putting it on a website, or they are, instead of recording a TV program or a radio interview, they're also doing a podcast. But in a way, those are just new ways of doing fairly traditional things. You haven't yet seen political parties really experiment with engaging lots of people, the public, in coming up with collective solutions to problems in the way that, to take the most obvious model available on the internet at the moment, Wikipedia, enables everyone to contribute to a particular encyclopedia entry. That is, if you think about it, think of the Wikipedia concept, that is so unexpected to the world that I grew up in. I grew up in the world of Encyclopedia Britannica. You got some expert who filled in an entry in an encyclopedia and then you went and bought the encyclopedia. We now live in a world where anyone can contribute to the encyclopedia entry on Wikipedia. And so that kind of challenge to the monopoly of knowledge and wisdom is, as I say, a very good thing in our society and a good thing in our politics.